Hello, my friend again. What is your structure of yourself? What is the foundation you are built onto? What is the core beliefs you have? What is the mission you are existing for? This is the one question I have been searching answer to, and I think it is the best to know this and able to articulate it as well. For some it might be God, for some it might be money, for some it might be sex and fame, and others it can be something else. And nowadays I think like the diseases of the Western nations, and why else not other nations as well, is the lack of foundation, lack of meaning, lack of purpose. There's not so much religious people anymore, and nowadays the money has lost its meaning also. There's quite plenty of it, and also like the fame and appreciation has been lost also. You don't want to be in the cover of a magazine. There's, for some, it's still like one option to aim for, but there's a lot of people who are lacking something foundational, and I want to help these people. I want to help you if you feel this way, that you can find your meaning, find your purpose, find your like inner mission, inner purpose. And it's like what I've been talking in other videos. It's like through suffering and through pain and through passion, through things you have learned from these, and through responsibility, accountability, that you are responsible for yourself and you have found these answers to your problems. And you are blessed one if you have problems, you are blessed one if you have suffered. And if you still do, you are still blessed one. I think everybody is suffering a little bit. And there's like a saying, this one resilience researcher, that he has hoped for his children that they would suffer a little bit, not too much. And of course I don't hope for you to suffer too much. Then you might if there's too much suffering, you might get post-traumatic stress disorder, for example. But if there's just enough suffering, you are able to find resilience, find meaning, find purpose, and find like from the struggle you can find meaning, you can find purpose, you can be open, and you can experience life as well. So it is a good thing, on my opinion, that there's a little bit of struggling, and through that you can find also what you are after, because again, suffering is not good, I would say. Like if it is consistent and the suffering is same, or the pain is same, but it's not good. But then the life is life, and life is going from one place to another and experiencing, doing, learning, going, and just being as well. So we are able to help each other to get rid of these pains and sufferings, and for this sense it is blessed that you have been suffering, because you are able to help others to get rid of their sufferings as you have been able to get rid of yours, or at least a little bit help of it, so it's not so overbearing. And that's my suffering. My suffering has been like a lack of purpose, lack of meaning, lack of knowing what I'm here for. And for this reason I am able to help you to get rid of your lack of foundation, lack of meaning, because I have been struggling with this myself, and I have been finding answers, I've been searching, I've taken responsibility to find answers. Of course there's we have a body, we have emotions, we have a thought, and we have communities, and I train myself in all these 4 different aspects which are interconnected, every one of those ones. Yes. And maybe another thing, like one fundamental thing which we are here to experience, is control / not controlling. Like the most kind of dramatic experiences we experience are those ones which we feel that we are not in control. We are not able to master the situation. Usually there's some trauma involved if the situation is too great, if there's not ability to control or be in sense of control. I think ultimately we cannot control anything at all. And how to get rid of this need for a sense of control, that being in sense of control, is that you are able to lose yourself. And I think quite a lot of Eastern traditions, for example, talk about this, that you can be free after you have lost yourself, because there's nothing which can be controlled, and kind of a sense of control is gone. For example, during the wars, for example, the Second World War, the soldiers were asked that what is the most painful, most difficult situation, and it was being under artillery, like a bombing, like huge, because you do not know, will it hit you? It might hit you, but you are not in control. You cannot go a safer place, but you can still be killed, and there's like a randomness effect there which is not able to be controlled. So that was like the most scary thing in the war, and it is same thing like in our everyday situations. If we feel that we are not in control, for example in a workplace, for some events which is affecting to us, which is like having sense of that it affects us. And if we feel that we are not in control, then we are able to feel this pain, this little suffering. And for example, if we don't have a good relation to our boss or this kind of a thing, and it might be kind of a sense of out of our control, and of course it is, then we are able to feel, and if there's not like a predictability, then we might feel kind of a stress, quite a lot of stress also. So what you can do to help your friends and yourself to feel more serene, more peace, more like being in the moment, is to being predictable, I would say, and not in a sense that you do not change, but you are open, you are vulnerable, and you are like letting yourself open to others, because this way others can feel safe around you. And in the other sense, like losing yourself or losing the identity, and there's like is one thing which is a bit more advanced maybe, though but this way you can feel the sense of not being in control and still feel this deep peace in yourself. Okay, until the next time.